Hey, welcome back to D20 House. We just got back from our 5-minute break. It's Monday night. We're playing My Hero Academia Dungeons and Dragons. And where last we left our heroes, right before the break, thanks for sticking around, guys. We just did a round of relatively fun and quick 1v1s against our friends, you know, kind of an opt-in thing for hero combat training, and that might happen, you know, a little more frequently here and there. So, Zhao absolutely dunked on Mineta again. Walker had a great little wrestling match with Kirishima at the top of a waterfall, which they both lost. Ito made Shoji quit by sheer force of cheese strats. And Kite's waking up in the infirmary in 20 minutes because Midoriya crit him, and that's just a bad way. It's just a bad way to be.
As he's being wheeled by in the stretcher, just like reach over and just like... just like revive him.
My God, I mean, you can. The nursing robots immediately start yelling at you. They're just like, stay away from the patient. Stay clear.
You filthy meatbag.
Look around at you.
Unsterile.
Doesn't work.
You have contaminated the patient.
Oh, it's already contaminated.
You wake up. I mean, you're awake.
They knock you out again.
They're still gonna take you to the nurse's office.
Can I bluff to pretend I'm still asleep?
But do you like to die? Okay.
25. Friends are nearby. 29.
God damn it.
And Braid Turbo.
Thank you for the 2 hero points.
One going to Walker, one going to Kite.
Hey, thanks, buddy.
On break.
You pass it off as you just stirring slightly in your sleep when he actually injects like a foreign element into your body.
I'm gonna roll sense motive just to see if I can.
Oh
beat
my
29.
God, fine.
I know beat 29.
Reroll.
You get to talk to Shoji.
I
Yeah.
Roll like a 19.
He's just like standing there next to Tokoyami, like 4 of his arms crossed. He just looks at you. Just the most neutral, implaceable look on his face.
Would you believe me if I said I'm sorry?
Hey, I'm kind of sick of like being afraid to get in close quarters with anyone. Would you be willing to like help me out like at the gym a few times a week? Doing that so the next time can actually be like a fun fight.
He looks at Tokoyami, looks across the room at you, looks back at you, and then just reaches out a hand. You shake it.
Is he gonna just fucking...
He immediately grapples you, throws you over his shoulder, and he's gonna walk out of the room with you if you don't fight back. Yeah.
Just limit it, okay.
Goodbye.
Everyone's just like, what? He takes you immediately all the way down the stairs to the water, and he throws you in the lake. That's it.
Let's go look around. You know, she gets herself into it.
Goddamn.
Great. At this time, everyone's watching his match. Oh man. Yeah, absolutely. You come back.
When they wheel him by, can I do the same thing to Mineta?
You try it, and the robots like steer the
Taser
gurney,
you?
steer the gurney away from you.
Ah, damn.
Yeah.
Beans.
One of these days, you're gonna wake up and those robots are just gonna be standing over your bed.
I'm trying to make your job easier, you prick.
I think that would be you, by definition.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool, fun stuff, guys. I'm sure Mineta will be okay with this result. He's fighting. He's fighting.
Yeah.
He's losing, but he's fighting. There's a lot of that going around.
Look, right. They're just about like 80% of the class that would have worked phenomenally with. He's getting there.
Yeah, he's getting better. He blinded Bakugo once, and he's
like, he actually counters me pretty well.
Yeah.
Because he can shut a lot of my mobility stuff down.
he can't counter you very effectively because you just can
I can
grow a new body.
transform.
Yeah. Well,
It's
and you're
so
just,
rough.
You're just so like everything.
I can pull the floor
everything
with me.
he does relies on people failing strength checks.
But in a team environment, he can counter you though.
Oh yeah.
So
I was saying, Zhao, you don't really fail strength or fortitude checks. Like it's just not your thing.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
got some good bonuses.
What's your
on
fortitude?
big. Plus 13.
Yeah. Christ.
filth. Okay. Yeah. Fun. Fun. There's a couple other fun matchups here and there. And we don't have to worry too much about those. But things are always interesting around here. I'll tell you that. Everyone, thanks for participating. That was fun. Everyone gets 2 prestige. Pop off.
Sweet.
Can I get 2 on top of my? Can I get extra full?
No.
Okay.
I
Thought I'd
Spend
ask.
2
I
real
think that
quick.
actually fills me up exactly.
No.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, it does.
When you guys choose to opt in for optional little encounters like this,
Sweet.
I'll throw prestige at
Yeah.
you. If you're full, maybe I'll throw inspiration at you. Who fucking knows? But it's fun.
Crumbs. That effectively burned my prestige use down to 1, which I feel is much more fair for an optional thing. So I feel like I made out okay.
But that's okay
Not being
because
too wasteful of
at the end of the
resources.
week we have a test in English. So,
Oh,
or not English, sorry, in literature.
no,
So,
that's cool.
but yeah, Tuesday kind of blasts by. You get an email at the end of the night that your slingshot's ready. So, yeah. Actually, if you want to stop by the studio late at night, you're welcome to.
Hell yeah.
Because you live on campus now. You can swing by anytime.
Oh yeah.
Cool. You get there. There's 3 people in the room still. Hatsume still hasn't showered. But at the very least, you get to try your gauntlet on. You get to try the different features. It's pretty good. It's pretty
yeah.
good. Not bad. Everyone else, just a school night, and you wake up pretty quickly, and Midoriya's there in the infirmary with you, just because he feels a little bad. And just,
Wait, you waited here?
it hasn't been very long.
Oh, Walker woke me up. I was just taking a nap.
He punches you again.
God fucking damn it!
Yeah, the nurse just shakes her head at you, but she's at her desk still doing her thing. He just,
You massive piece of shit!
why did you just stand there and take it like that?
I just really didn't feel like rolling another weapon, man.
Rolling a weapon? No.
No, that's real. It's a slot machine.
Pulling the slots.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right.
In the,
Forget
in,
about
the
that.
in the clown's mouth, it's a slot machine. It's disgusting.
And either way, you're too fast to hide from, so.
Yeah.
And I'm Napoleon, aren't I?
Napoleon doesn't hide, he just tries to take over Russia in the winter.
Yeah.
Great plan.
This was your this was your moment.
This was your Russia in January.
Yeah, understandable.
And I've never been to Moscow in the fall. Hey!
Yeah, Midoriya he was waiting for you. You're fine, and God, fucking stupid. You guys both go back to class. The rest of the school day goes by. Everyone studies or goes to the gym. Or anyone have anything pressing to attend to, or just kind of doing our normal thing.
I'm gonna see if Bakugo wants to hang out.
Wants to hang out?
Probably go to the gym.
Oh yeah, usable, easy.
You want to play cards?
convince him
Go to the
to go to
gym?
the gym.
Yeah, all right.
He asked if you want to rock climb, which you've actually done a considerable amount of today.
Yeah, what the hell?
He's a big
Forums are still pumped, and you're like, sure.
he's a big rock climber.
What?
So
What do I care about my skin peeling
Yeah.
off? Yeah, sure. Finish up for a day.
great. Yeah,
Did Shoji agree to also?
Yes.
Okay, I was assuming there was also an agreement, but I wanted to double check because he was like, "That was a fuck you," and cool.
Shoji's agreed. Cool. That will open up a path to trying to be more martial for you. We'll see how that manifests. Keep in mind, we will have a very big new training opportunity in about a week, 2 weeks, starting in October. And that's your fault, by the way. It's also his fault. But mostly,
It'll be fun.
Mostly you. Okay.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. Other than that, the night goes by. Yeah, we're good. Cool.
Yeah.
And we get on to Wednesday. We go through our classes, kind of go through the motions a bit. Nothing crazy or eventful happens. We kind of just get to spend time with our friends and go to class. Homework is starting to actually kind of pick up now that we're getting into semester. And you guys know that there are other students in class 1A and 1B who are kind of trying to get into this work studies space that all of you are excelling in so far. But you guys have put on, some of the most impressive performances this year. So Wednesday blasts by Thursday, and we get a little bit of uneventful rescue training. Not bad.
Don't you already have
When does hero study start?
I have that as my.
Or hero study, work study start?
It depends for the individuals.
so.
Okay.
As soon as people are like confirmed and set a date, that's when it starts.
Okay.
So you don't start this weekend because you
have that meeting with
you're
her.
gonna go do a thing, but you are confirmed with Edshot. So you could probably start the next week
Cool.
if you wanted to. It's really down to the individuals. You start this weekend.
Oh, so you already started.
You are going back this weekend. You already started. And you have some more interviews to go see too.
Yeah.
But your choice is like almost
I'm
sure.
set that I'm going to take Crust
Yeah.
for a primary. I'm looking for a part-time secondary with Miriko being, whenever she wants, I guess.
Yeah, that's just the swing position.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Cool. Yeah, we blast through Thursday. Coming up on our English test. Everyone, if you just want to make a quick test check for me.
English test or lit?
Or not English, Jesus Christ, lit.
Oh.
Lit and composition. Of course, if you have any studies from the last week or whatever,
I did.
or
Take a
any,
bardic inspiration and a hype from me.
any extra credit
What's
as
that
well.
plus?
Plus 4 total.
Plus
My
75.
advantage doesn't make a difference on this.
Oh no.
Everyone gets +4 from Zhao. Everyone else gets +4 from allies, from like friends bonus. So we all get +8 here.
Plus 79. Woo.
And if anyone needs inspiration from Momo or Kirishima, they can have it. Kirishima will probably give you an inspiration if no one else wants it, because you guys had a really fun, very, very brotherly moment
I'll give him
earlier this
inspiration.
week.
I'll give him inspiration.
I got my first
That's
100.
so sweet.
My boy.
Yo!
So sweet.
Kite in the house.
Yeah?
I got my first 100.
Holy shit! Nice!
21.
I mean, you get prestige,
I'm max.
and you got how much?
Exactly 100.
Wow, okay, so no extra credit, but pop off.
Yeah.
Very good.
124.
Fuck you. Prestige.
I also
93.
don't roll.
I know. Yeah,
93.
93, not bad. I mean, it's an A.
83.
83, not bad. That is,
Pleasantly Walker.
it's an A minus.
Yeah, I would say it's only.
I have +1 intelligence and wisdom, so.
Never bad around here, never bad.
Chad has questions for you.
I can't read.
That was so
my
quick.
chat doesn't work. I'm sorry.
Remember your password. You gotta start working on your demon powers.
Oh, I can't figure that out. I'm dumb.
Can't read.
Just start fucking with it and see if you get another pagoda.
Just fuck it.
Fuck. I have to go through puberty again?
124.
One of my students came in today.
Kite with a
One of my
100.
students came in today, one of my high schoolers, and he
You've
was like,
really never gotten.
I can't tell if I have a sore throat if I'm going through puberty. And I was
There was
his
a
like voice was like cracking and it was like, or like it was like really like scratchy and low, and he was like, I don't know what's going on. I was like, don't ask me, bud.
there was a student that was all of like 4'0" walking through the hall, like very obvious freshman. And he was like, when I hit my growth spurt, I'm gonna be at least 6'3". And I was just like,
Oh, bud.
man, I'm rooting for you.
I mean,
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it, by the way.
Puberty?
Being 6'3".
I was like,
Being tall, overrated. People only want it for social reasons. Social reasons are stupid.
I feel good at 5'3".
Stay short.
I fit into everything. Nothing's too like, I never have to worry about shit. Like everything's pretty.
Short people can use tools, which is what our ancestors wanted.
Yeah.
Tall people are fucked.
I'm like
Tall people die faster.
6'1", 2",
Oh,
which
back
is like
things?
tall enough to have a couple mild inconveniences, but not any that I'm like, oh, I'm too tall.
My favorite is when you
You know?
shower and you have to like crouch so you
Well,
can
our
look.
shower was built
also
by
really short.
the goddamn Lollipop Guild.
It's really funny.
I've been tall enough for enough of my life that even when I was in high school, I had to walk sideways and fully crouch just to move in my bus on the way to school every day.
Fuck flying, right?
Yeah, fuck flying. I've done that twice.
I fit so
Hated
comfortably on
that.
an airplane.
The plane was fine. It was the moving around in it that sucked.
Never extra cozy or discomforted.
Yeah.
I
I
am exactly average height.
I can't stand up straight in an
The world
airplane,
is
like
built for
any
me.
airplane.
It was like,
Life
oh,
is good.
The worst time is sometimes I have to climb on the counter to
I
reach
can't
things.
stand up straight
That's the
because of the
worst.
weight of my sins, but I'll take it. So,
I don't have
okay.
to take on the burden of being a short king, but I also don't have to take on the burdens of being extra tall.
Yeah.
I just get to exist. Good strength ratios. Everything's primo.
Everyone perform. I mean, if there's nothing else going on that Friday night, we're good.
No, nothing major. Just
Cool.
the usual.
I
Cool.
found a good feat.
Yeah.
That never happens. Hold on, it's not that one.
I'm a fool. I need everyone
Guys
to roll.
making
I need
sure.
everyone to roll d12s for me.
6.
3.
5. Where the heck did it go?
No, you were looking at
12.
Devil's Glory.
No, I don't like it.
It's a terrible one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always roll really high on the d12s. I need to get a weapon that's 12 damage. D12 damage.
Where did it go? I just saw it. I clicked on the wrong thing and now I'm sad.
Not bad. Not bad. Cool.
There it is.
Perfect strike. That's unarmed. You don't have a fight unarmed.
Brass knuckles.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I just get advantage on that. That's pretty cool.
That is nice.
I found one good feat.
There's nothing crazy going on. Who spends the most time in the common room of the dorms?
Probably me.
I probably hang out there a decent bit.
Yeah. I was like, I'd probably study there when I can. Or just
So one
hang
of
out.
you three. Someone decide to roll perception for me. One of you three.
Ah.
Not you. What? Fuck you.
I
I
already
was
rolled.
like, either Zhao or me probably has the highest perception.
I got
Yeah,
15.
not me with the plus
I had
4.
12.
24.
Low roll.
Ito's around 28.
It is stunningly difficult to spot,
I could re-roll if need be.
but your keen bird eyes and your absolute and perfect sense of direction, and when your friends are involved,
Yeah.
like there are two friends. There are two friends exactly 60 feet from here.
Someone is sneaking out on a date.
No, there are two invisible girls hanging out in the front yard. Like and it's like late. It's dark. Like the sun has set. But there are two invisible girls hanging out front in the grass.
Me, hi,
I go say
Manai.
hi.
Yeah. It's Toru and Manai.
Yeah, does Manai become visible when I get close? How does this work?
How does
Is
this
she
work?
getting better?
Who knows? Maybe worse.
No.
You're suffering from terminal invisibility.
I'll be dead in 3 months.
My God. Yeah.
You should just make some like deep meditation rolls with your demon and find out what you do.
No, she's visible the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What's up?
Yeah, you go outside, bounce on over.
the chill mood.
They're like sobbing. This is Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, sorry.
I broke up with me.
It's a while ago now.
Yeah.
Toru
I
just,
never technically dated her, I don't think.
no, they just went on like 2 dates. But for a girl like Manai in high school,
That was everything.
that's a really big. And then it's really the manner of how everything fell apart too is like.
Valid.
Can't hold down this stallion.
Stop! God! Man, there isn't a system for negative inspiration,
louder
but
for the
I'm
people in
looking
the
into it. Okay. Holy fuck!
I imagine Kai just whispers that quietly in the room and we're all like, what?
That is diabolical.
I took psychic damage for that. Oh man. Yeah, you bounce out there and just, hi. We're just, hanging out. It's really nice outside.
Yeah. Oh man, it feels great. Room for a chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Always. The grass is really good. Or, we'd go hang out on a balcony or something.
Oh, grass is great. Easy.
I feel like that one's
Grass
accurate.
is greener on the side, actually.
Oh. You don't have to use an action. That's cool.
By the way, guys, what are you looking at right now? Are you looking at feats?
Feats,
Yeah.
feats for each weapon.
I'm trying
We
so hard.
exclusively use prestige for improving our skill checks. But there's a whole.
I found a couple things.
I know, but you know what you're talking about. There's a whole laundry list of things you can do with prestige that we are eligible for, including
Bonus to attack
gaining
rolls.
bonus to attack rolls,
Bonus to a skill check.
bonus skill checks, gaining bonuses to specific skills in certain locations, or earning like kind of new abilities or other things because you're part of an organization. Like you could say, I work for the HPSC, or because I interned with triage or with.
I have extra morale bonuses when I'm at the morgue.
My God. Well, nowadays maybe he could. New ass teacher looking ass. Ooh, her powers, man. But yeah, look into that because that shit's fun. I can send the link again if I need to, but just look at Prestige in the Pathfinder advanced rules or optional rules. Shit's wild. I just thought of it because he was talking about feats. You can hang out with the girls for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's nice. You get the feeling like they're just kind of real sense motive.
I love sense motive rolls. 18 plus 22 is 40.
Holy fuck.
I'm best friends with Toru, 44.
You kind of have like the slight sense whatever they were talking about is on the back burner now.
Ooh, we're keeping secrets.
Oh my god.
Oh
Cool.
my
Goes
God.
right in with
It
it.
just says it.
100%.
Everything okay, or did I just like actually ruin the mood?
You didn't ruin anything. We were just just talking about things, and I don't know.
You
Where's-
feeling okay?
I'm okay. Just like we're still friends, right?
Yeah. Were we ever almost not friends? Oh my god, what happened?
I don't know. Just because like I don't think Kite wants to talk to me, and I know you guys are best friends. And
Why wouldn't I want to talk to you? Aren't you guys like? Oh.
yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry.
it's okay. I just
Was it the whole kidnapped by villains thing?
I think so. I don't know. I'm glad we're still friends because, I was worried that if he didn't want to talk to me, then that means you wouldn't talk to me either.
No, of course not. Kai doesn't really want to talk to much of anybody, so.
Yeah, I know. But you didn't ruin the mood or anything.
So I got this other friend, right?
It's totally okay. I was talking to Toru about quirk things, and she was talking about this guy in one of the other classes in general studies. Someone you introduced her to.
Oh, Osu! Yeah. You guys sit at the same table sometimes.
Yeah. I mostly just kind of hang out with the other business students, and I know Osu. We've talked about, I know what his quirk does. I just didn't really think about it like that, that it could be used the way that, like, you and Toru-chan used it. So, I just don't know if it would work for me, because mine's so haywire these days.
Haywire.
But I don't know. What about you? What's going on? Like, I'm sure you've got lots of big stuff going on with work studies, right?
Yeah, the work studies are going to be great. And Kite's work studies are going to go good, but I don't think he's going with the guy that we went back to the island with, because that was kind of weird.
You lost me, but
Work studies are going to be great.
Zhao and Kite aren't on speaking terms at the moment.
well, I'm glad everything's great.
Fantastic.
There's just sad. There's just a sad there. And you don't think it's necessarily just Kite either, because you know
Right.
it's been a minute anyway. But like, there's
I mean, I know now.
yeah, there's just something sad going on there. Poor kid. But Toter's a good friend, so she'll be okay.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to ever reach out to some of their friends, especially friends in other classes, your NPCs would appreciate it. But also, sometimes they'll come talk to you guys.
I need to reach out to some 1B kids soon.
Yeah, some of the 1B kids are pretty ballin'. We'll be seeing a lot of them. That next Saturday, yeah. It's next Saturday, guys. I need from each of you just like 3 checks for just like physical performance. It can be anything you want. Just looking for 3 passes here.
Do you just want us to roll them individually, or like?
You can kind of just tell me in broad strokes what you're rolling, and if it makes sense, go and roll it.
Acrobatics 28.
Obviously, keep your hype, whatever you roll first.
Yeah.
Acrobatics slaps, yeah.
28 is what I got. That one.
Okay, cool. What are you rolling?
Climb, 25.
Great.
Do acrobatics.
Yeah.
27.
Awesome.
Can I do sleight of hand for being able to do those quick, efficient motions, light strokes kind of idea?
I like that. That works.
I do heal.
Yeah.
Acrobatics of 36.
Wow.
I got you.
Thanks, buddy. Oh, fuck yeah. 30.
Swim 21.
Good. It's not great,
No,
but
26.
it's okay.
26. 26 heal.
Okay, yeah.
31 sleight of hand.
Okay.
And then
Pop off.
can you do stealth?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot to.
An escape artist of 63.
Oh my God! How?
At 19.
Jesus
5
Christ!
hype, and I increased my strength.
I'll do climb for my last one.
Escape artist.
Yeah. I got past a 15. I increased my strength by an extra 5.
You had strength to that?
Oh no, I got dex set. That's right.
Yeah, I was
so
just
slightly less than 60 something.
Well, it's still above 30, I'm sure.
40 something, 50
Man,
something.
you fuck.
That's right.
23.
Right here for what?
Climb.
It's acceptable. Yeah.
Okay.
It was a lower roll,
worried it
but
was
26 for
25.
stealth.
Above 30 for swim
Man.
and a nat 20 for gymnastics.
You guys can do no wrong, and Vlad King recognizes it. Great stuff.
I'm a big boy. I eat my corn.
Okay. You guys are like in the the top 25% of performance in your class.
Damn straight.
Vlad King offers to like everyone, but especially kind of to like that upper echelon of athletes in Class 1A. He offers, if anyone wants to spend any time training with Vlad King, you can gain just permanent physical ability or physical skill check bonuses if you want to spend time training with him.
Okay.
They will only go up to half your current level. It'll just be like a bonus to miscellaneous, and you will need to put in a lot of hours, like per +1 you want, but you can get there.
Nice.
So yeah, we're looking at like 20 hours for your +1 bonus, and then it's just going to kind of scale up from there.
Okay.
But
okay.
you guys you have an option now, a new option for going to the gym, basically. It's not just circumstance bonus and hit points now. You can also go for this. So grind out some hours, get some flat bonuses to skill checks. Not bad, not bad. And they will last you to the end of the semester. So yeah, till December. Not bad. And I know you guys have run out of things to get hit, like things like hit points. Some of you. So
I got a couple left
I need to
to pick up.
I can just do plus.
quirk
like
training
bonuses.
is a big deal.
I want to.
Yeah,
I want
two gyms
to
this
expand the
week,
mutagen
too.
trait.
The what?
The mutagen traits.
Oh,
Okay,
fuck
hold
yeah.
on.
Because I mean, what's past is done. Like,
More wacky things.
Dead. What weapon?
Severe
The best
hemorrhage.
one.
Like,
Necrosis.
Sorry, got
oh boy, yeah. Necrotic damage. I love it.
Change something up there. Like, I don't know.
You can kind of go anywhere, honestly, once you get past.
I have 2 weapon fighting with crusader armor.
Because it's a double weapon.
But you don't
Go
need
for
to
true
weapon fighting to
paralysis.
utilize
Who
double
knows?
Yeah, you do.
You do?
True paralysis would be fucking
dumb.
terrifying.
You know, it wouldn't
Terrifying.
last very long. But
Technically, it would only need to last a round or two.
yeah,
Take the 2 weapon
looking at
defense, thinking
feats,
through the
good stuff.
+1
Good stuff.
shield bonus to your
I'm gonna talk
AC.
to Todoroki that night.
Okay. Yeah, Saturday night or Saturday night you want to go talk to Todoroki, and then Sunday you're going to head out to Toba.
I'm gonna write that.
Other people have some other stuff going on Saturday night.
Yeah.
You are expected in Osaka,
Where's
or
that again?
in the mountains above Osaka. Your work study.
What does it mean?
Gonna go up to a beautiful little shiro in the mountains. Go
I
into
can-
a traditional Japanese estate.
Yeah.
Go hang out with an old samurai.
Creepy old guy. Got it.
He's not a creepy old guy. That would be his assistant.
Plus, this assistant was young and creepy.
He's in his like late 30s.
Old
So-
creepy guy.
Stop. Stop. Wait.
You're gonna go talk to Todoroki, and then Sunday you're going to work. Sunday you can go do your last 2 interviews.
Yep.
Okay, Todoroki.
I'm assuming he's in his room.
Mhm.
I'm just knocking.
Absolutely.
Hey, like, I mean, like, obviously I'm not trying to pry or anything, but I haven't checked anything in a little while about, like, how's your mom doing? How are you doing? All that.
I don't mean to pry, but spill your guts.
Oh, no, it's just like,
Don't mean to pry, but the most serious and
she's not trying to
well-guarded
pry so much
matter in
as,
your
like,
life.
give him a platform if he wants to ever talk about that, to make sure that that's available. It's not as a pry as in, like, let me ask this question and have you tell me everything, but, like, if you want to, versus he could just be like, it's good, and I'm like, cool, anyway.
That'd be great for you.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I guess.
Yeah, he kind of. You want to come in for tea?
Sure.
Yeah, and you guys go hang out on his balcony and drink tea, which he will keep either perfectly cool or he'll warm it up. It's so cool. And yeah, you just talk.
Yeah.
You just talk.
He's a firebender. The tea is hot. This is a tea shop.
She's doing better. She's doing better.
Yeah. She doesn't pry on it, just like whatever if he wants to talk about it, she will. If he's kind of dying off on it, she'll change the subject, but
Yeah.
making sure that he has that opportunity to talk.
Yeah.
She kind of gets the feeling that he doesn't really do that at home kind of idea and doesn't go home anymore, so that's not really an option.
After a particularly kind of long sip of tea, he's just leaning on the the balcony railing. He takes a second.
I imagine he slurps.
No, that would be soba. He saves all his slurping power for lunch. Okay.
The suction.
The suction. Yeah, he takes a long drink from his tea and he holds for a moment before he tells you. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for work studies. You know? I'm sure that you have it all figured out by now. And there are other people in our class who are well underway.
I think for some people it was just more cut and dry.
I don't want to go to my father, but I know it's the most practical thing I could do.
Do you feel like you're actually going to learn from him? Or do you feel like it's the most practical thing because it'll make you reputable?
A small fire erupts in his hand. I cannot control this. Not really. I want to use it. I know I can't run from it forever. And when it came time to, I regretted having rejected it all those years, because when the bill came due, it was just so much worse. So much worse than I expected. And he could teach me that. Even if I don't work with him directly, his sidekicks aren't bad people, and there's more than enough fire types in his agency.
I think at that point, the most important thing is just whoever you're comfortable with. Whoever you think will push you to be uncomfortable in a way that you can handle, and not just a way that it'll be a bigger bill.
Every time I heat up, I just feel like he's won. All over again. What about you? I know you've been in a lifelong battle with one of your parents. How's that going?
I'm doing my internship with Edgeshot, but I'm interviewing for a secondary part-time, every once in a while, internship with someone who I'm pretty sure saved my mom at one point. But not only saved my mom, but like saved her in a way that they had to go into retirement. Saved her. At the very least, I know she's requesting me because of my mom, so that's weird. So I guess we'll figure that out. Still haven't really talked to her much since the whole hospital thing.
I would have hated if my dad showed up in the hospital.
Yeah, I can't imagine that would have gone over well for anyone.
I know he did, though. He just didn't have it in him to come talk to me directly. Or maybe he knew. Maybe he knew better.
Be there enough for the press, but not enough to do anything, change anything.
He was there with my brother and my sister. They came to see me, and he waited out in the hall.
Is it as hard for them as it is for you with him?
He's just quiet.
She won't ask again. If it sounds like he's cool talking about it, she's not going to push it.
Yeah, he just heats up his tea a little bit, and he keeps drinking. Nothing else?
No.
Kite. They put you on a train out to Osaka.
Japan! Or Tokyo, not Japan.
Japan! Wow! Kite 2 days ago. Ready to leave that goddamn island. I'm going to Japan. They send you out.
How do trains work?
Fuck you. It's maglev. Is that what you want to know?
But if I like stay on the train, do I go to Tokyo?
No.
Dang it.
You just missed your stop.
It's completely different direction. You're going west and a little bit north. Tokyo's like directly northeast.
I don't know geography.
That's why I'm telling
get a
you.
connector train at the station.
Yeah, you could get a connective train, but then you'd miss work.
Yeah, it'd
Which
probably
would,
be
on the
bad.
first day, which would be really bad.
On brand though.
On brand, you get there late Saturday night, and you are greeted by a Japanese man in his late 30s, early 40s, in a nice business suit with a car waiting for you. Man, it's almost like home, except you know Daito entirely too well for that.
There's no crossbow when I open the door, right?
He just nods at you. No, not this time.
This
Thank God.
Spear jets out and just impales your chest instead.
You get in the back, because that's like, you're not supposed to sit in the front seat with him.
Yeah.
That's customary. And there is a package sitting on the back seat. As soon as you check it, make sure it's not rigged to explode. Do you open
There's no Irish flags.
No Irish flags?
Wonderful.
Do you open it?
Is this for me?
Just looks in the rearview mirror, just raises his eyebrows at you, and he keeps driving.
That's not an answer. Fine.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm curious.
yeah. He tested. Yeah, thank you. See, he tested your curiosity with that one. But you open it. It is a beautiful katana.
Oh,
That's not gonna last long.
clown ain't gonna like this.
Beautiful. Keep in mind, a lot of like the swords that you've gotten at the mall and stuff, right? That your clown eats. Those are not technically katana, not in the Japanese legal definition, because those are, mass-produced for commercial purposes. And by the laws of the country of Japan, a katana is a work of art, not a weapon. And if they are not made by the old practices, by human hands, you cannot legally call it a katana. What you hold is not some cheap sword from a mall. It's not some practice weapon that you pick up off the sword rack. This is a work of art.
Are you saying that every time I roll a 2 on my die, I'm not having a katana?
Technically speaking, by Japanese law, no.
Damn.
That it counts as a samurai's sword.
It was crafted by the gods, though.
Yeah, but
That
this
has
is
to
not a
count
work
for
of art.
something. It's a fucked up god, but it's a god nonetheless.
Okay, shit. It's a fucked up god. Yeah. This is a gift. This is a +2 weapon.
Is it sharp?
It is sharp. Obviously, you can't wield this the same way you wield your quirk.
Yeah.
In the past, you were given a polearm, and that the clown fully integrated that weapon in reality.
You won't get a real katana.
Perhaps with some comfort and with some negotiating and with some time, the clown might make this the actual weapon you wield, which, it's just another piece of training. It's another piece of your personal history as a warrior.
Every step I hear, she comes and bugs me, and so I'm like, fine, I'll just fucking pick you up.
I just love the.
That's the cat. That's a little bit.
Maybe then you'll have 2 katanas.
Ooh,
Who knows? But in the meantime,
I got 2.
that's all you have, and it's a long drive from Osaka up into the mountains above the city. But you arrive at that beautiful Japanese castle, that Shiro, and you go through that kind of small gate that you once perched upon, ready for battle. Pull up into the loop, and you are escorted to your bedroom. You do not see the master tonight, but you return to that comfortable, quaint little space through that narrow, dark corridor where you were ambushed more than once. And something about this place and the steady droning of rain on ceramic roof tiles, something about all of this is so familiar and so serene. This is one of the many places your mind has cast itself back to when you've meditated in front of the fountain, and you're back. So welcome back, Kite, to your hero work study. I am glad you picked Yoroimusha. As much fun as I think it would have been for you to pick anyone else, like something new, there's nothing wrong with going back to old classics and familiar favorites. Welcome back. You, my friend, Walker, Sunday morning, you are expected in Tokyo for training. You were given a wide variety of things to kind of work on, and you work over many different disciplines over the course of your training. I want you to make a roll with the intent to impress me.
Okay.
Roll something good, and tell me what you're doing with it.
Show off.
Prestige is fine, obviously.
What are they looking for specifically?
I mean, you're not doing a lot of like physical stuff today. You're still talking about knowledge and practical skills, application. you know?
Just give him I'll earn 2 prestige, give him a quirk rundown.
Okay, so what are you gonna run?
Do heal check.
Heal check, perfect. Absolutely.
Plus the prestige, that's 38.
Okay. Walker, you perform so well in your you have kind of like a written section. It's not a test, but obviously they want to test your knowledge, and you just kind of like fill out this like long kind of boring packet full of like medical information and stuff. And you've done enough research on your own, and you had enough supplementary help from Recovery Girl and Triage that you're like, okay, actually, I know more here than I would probably give myself credit for. Good job. You are told, transfusion tells you, this isn't guaranteed, but they want me to go to a secure location for a very specific medical evaluation of an enemy. You're doing very well. And at this pace, I want you to come with me. How do you look Tuesday night?
I'm free.
I look shitty every night.
Okay.
I never shower.
From what I understand, you have an
My
elective
teeth are
class at the
horrendous.
end of the
Normally
day.
in PJs.
Yeah.
Well, not an elective, but you have a not a core study.
Right on Tuesday night.
At the end of the day, it's either Japanese or like world history. It's not one of your 4 core studies. And if it's Japanese, Aizawa can't excuse it because he's the teacher. We want to pull you out of school. I want to pull you out of school early that day, bring you with me. They want me to look at a Nomu,
Oh shit.
and I want you to look at a Nomu with me.
Fuck yeah, I'm looking at that.
It's a cute first date.
Like,
just holding
in the
hands and
eyes, or-
looking through.
I've interacted with their lower kind of class of Nomu before, one of the captured ones from the Hosu incident. And they exist in a state between life and death where my powers can drain them very easily. I suspect even a higher power Nomu I would be able to kill exceptionally quickly and much easier than any hero would with conventional combat and means. However, I don't want to just blow through our test subjects and our prisoners so quickly, just testing the extent of my powers over them. So if you want to come with me and we can see what your quirk can do interacting with the reprogrammed dead, if anything goes wrong, or if the subject has exhausted its use for us, I will then follow up.
Yeah, I'll go play with a fucking moon, yeah.
Now, I want you to keep in mind these things used to be people, but obviously they don't resemble anything human anymore. They are not living beings.
I'm vividly and first-hand aware.
Yes, I'm sure you've no compunctions about doing one harm.
One of them almost cut me in half. Well, almost cut me in half with a chainsaw.
Yep.
Fun fact: chainsaws
Me
don't
too.
feel good.
Their brains are not active, so we can do
Bro, same.
Mood.
we can do just about anything at this point legally,
So
and there's not going to be much repercussion for it. And what we're doing is furthering medical science and hero work.
So we've like confirmed though that they were like at one point people.
Oh yes, they were people.
That's metal as fuck. I'll be completely straight with you, Chief. That's yeah, okay.
We are starting to uncover additional evidence that All for One and his group had access to different morgues or hospitals, either legally or illegally, and we're currently
they've
tracking
been-
that lead down.
Oh, that's gross. That's yeah. I melt people and that's gross.
Well, it begs the question, if they can reactivate the brain to follow specific commands, do you think it's possible for someone with a quirk like All for One to steal the quirks from corpses?
Oh, that's a frightening concept.
There's a lot going on here we still don't understand.
Or potentially controlling living people with quirks.
That's why I want you involved in this. You have one of the most versatile quirks I've ever seen when it comes to interacting with the human body, even if you have relatively little experience performing that kind of function as it is.
I feel a lot less compunction, a lot less apprehension practicing on a Nomu than I do on Kite. Plants. You didn't hear that?
No, I didn't hear anything. Please don't do anything regrettable or accidental to your teammates. That would seriously happen.
It's okay. I've got a waiver and everything. It's great.
So much paperwork.
Doesn't make me feel better. She puts you back to your paperwork. Hey, that's your weekend, is you do all this paperwork, but you rolled really well. She's going to get you involved in this very important project. So we're going to come back to you in the middle of the next school week, and you're going to go poke around a Nomu and see what you can do, see what you're capable of, and then she's going to kill it because it turns out, her powers work on things that are kind of on the edge of death. Right?
And that's them.
She can just kill Nomu exceptionally easily, as opposed to other heroes who have to beat the tar out of them. Right?
Mm-hmm.
My goal is to one day become so powerful that me punching a Nomu is a more effective way to kill it than her power.
One shot. No.
Going to punch out the sun.
The first first 3 or 4 seconds of that sentence felt like Darth Plagueis the Wise to me. Of course, the problem with becoming so powerful. For the tragedy.
It's not a story the Jedi would tell you.
Who do you think would win in a fight, the Sun or Zhao Fei?
Which son?
Depends who's in the chat.
Who's the dad?
Someone please write a copy pasta of Darth Plagueis, but it's somehow based off of this campaign, please. I would love you forever.
So dumb.
So dumb. Cool. Zhao, you have 2 more interviews.
Yeah.
Zhao Fei, you head up to Tokyo on Sunday. You can catch the same. You can catch the same train as these two. Well, no, you're going somewhere else.
Oh,
Catch the same train as this
I got
guy.
besties, buddy cops, at it again.
Mm-hmm.
Best day ever.
Best day of my life. My second grade is singing that song. They're always saying it slow.
You actually, there's one other member of your class on the same train.
Oh my God,
It's Tokuyami.
lad. Oh man, I wonder where you're going.
Yeah, he just kind of looks at you. Is today the day then?
Today's the day.
Well,
Holy Night of Smite, or Holy Night of Ian. Thanks for 100 biddies. Sun Eater is fucked. Should I punch out the sun? I don't know if I can take him. I don't think so.
Tamaki's a hard sell.
Yeah, he's tough.
I mean, he's number 2 for a reason.
He's going to be number 2 after
I'll get there. Anyhow,
We'll get there.
I tippy tapped Mirio the one time.
We'll be going straight to the same agency together. So, I hope you're ready to see a lot of each other today.
Yeah, super excited.
I will also be involved in your interview. From what I've been told, I'll be in the room, but I won't participate.
Oh, okay. Cool.
What do you expect you'll be getting out of working with someone like Hawks, Zhao Fei? He's a speed type.
I'm not that fast, but I could work on it. Big Zhao can get a little faster, but
I'm just curious because you're seeking him out, whereas he sought me out unprompted.
well, right, between you and me, I just kind of sent an email to the top 30 heroes. I just kind of saw what came back.
Well, I'm sure there were many takers.
Yeah, oh, it was amazing.
Yeah, you head to that agency. You head to work. You get to go talk to Hawks. It's very informal. I mean, you go to this kind of just really chill agency building with Tokoyami. It's like super casual. There's like some nice art in here and stuff. You know, it's kind of like got this postmodern, like almost kind of punkish aesthetic to it.
Cool.
But you can tell like he basically spends zero time here.
Yeah.
And you get to meet the man himself. He's not much older than you guys.
Right.
You know?
Not taller though.
Yeah. As soon as he sees you, he just kind of bends down and offers to shake your hand. Zhao Fei, it's good to meet you finally.
Hawks, I'm a huge fan.
Well,
I mean, not like of hawks. Actually, birds of prey scare the crap out of me, but you're like a man, so.
well, don't worry. I'm not a big fan of chicken, so
Oh, thank God.
I think we'll get along just fine. Come on in. We got some stuff to talk about. You guys go get settled. So, I've been told you can fly.
Yeah, but like, honestly, I'm not very good at it.
I've also been told you were not able to fly at the beginning of your school semester.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
sure if you were, I'd have seen some of that at the sports festival.
Yeah, no, it would have made Sports Festival a lot better, a lot easier in a couple of places, I guess.
So, you're telling me that in the course of several months, you unlocked flight.
Yeah. Yeah, I like grow feathers and everything.
I shall.
Yeah, nice. Very good. Some very robust flight feathers as well. But I suppose with your relatively diminutive size and lack of any kind of functional tail,
And I'm incredibly unaerodynamic.
yes.
Like, you know, there's a reason they didn't use muskets for very long.
Well, I have good news for you and bad news. What you experienced is a spontaneous mutation. It's very rare when it comes to quirks. Some people call them awakenings, but personally, I don't subscribe to that ideology. I think that's something else entirely. But in your case, you pushed the existing boundaries of your quirk into a place that otherwise, you know, someone might not have thought it was possible, but I'm not sure those rules apply to someone like you, Zhao Fei. I want to help you. I want to make you faster. I want to make you better at what you do. And I think just maybe I want to mix the pools a little bit here and see how interesting we can make things. Because I know there are things that Humikage here and myself could learn from you.
Like, I'm a pretty good singer.
The problem is, I'm not in a state to take on 2 students full time.
Oh, okay.
I barely have Humikage here as it is. So, I can work with you, but it would not be for the duration of the work study that I know you would like. Most work study students will be with their teachers for a month and a half, 2 months. I could have you for a month at most.
That's not too bad. That's most of the time.
Okay, and like, what kind of days are you looking at?
Our research would be intensive, your training would be more so, and I would expect you on weekends.
Okay.
We would be doing a lot of active patrolling once I got a sense of the capability of your flight feathers.
All right.
A lot of active patrolling. The only way to improve your speed is in a live environment.
That's probably true.
So, you up for the challenge?
I think I'm up for the challenge. I have one more interview today.
Understood. I know you're gonna go see Gang Orca, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, he's all broody and animalistic and
I think you'll find our interests in you are at odds. He's going to want to improve your larger form, and considerably. And
oh, everybody loves Big Zhao.
I'm trying to work on you as you are now, but I know there may be some possibility to blend those disciplines a bit. I don't think Gang Orca is going to go for that. Besides, it's not like he could teach you to grow out flight feathers in your big form anyway.
No, he probably swims really good though.
Well, is swimming something you're interested in?
Big Zhao likes to swim, kinda.
I'd imagine he's very good at it.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'll make you a deal. If you come back from Gang Orca and you decide that you don't want to spend your time with the fish,
Mammal.
you're welcome to join us in the air.
All right. I need to go entertain Gang Orca at least, but it's a very tempting offer.
Ian, in no uncertain terms, if you take an internship with Hawks and we roll well and we make good choices, he wants to help you grow more feathers in big mode too. That is his end goal here. Because you have,
Big Zhao flying.
or at least gliding.
Fucking terrifying.
He has put you've pushed the limits of your physiology
Yeah.
in ways that like someone like Hawks can't even, and he's very impressive. And he's like, I want to see how far I can take you. So
Okay.
you would only, you'd be with him 4 times.
Yeah.
And, at the end of that process, maybe you'd be a very different bird. At the very least, he'll make you fast in little mode.
Yeah, that's true. That could be very helpful. Not fast. And Gang Orca's pitch.
And Gang Orca's pitch. But I will come back to you.
Okay.
Ito!
Let's go.
You take a train down to Mie Prefecture, the little city of Toba. It's a lovely, lovely place. Down by the coast, a bit further south in Japan. Not
the
bad
thanks
at
for the
all.
hanky-panky.
Big old cultural center.
Sorry.
I hate it here. Give me a second.
Okay.
You find yourself, it's a city, but it's a small city. There aren't a bunch of soaring skyscrapers. There's a handful, but the closer you get to the coast, the more simple the lifestyle becomes. Almost pastoral in its simplicity. You see a bustling community full of happy, prosperous people. There are very few heroes around. Seldom you see police. But you get the sense there just aren't a lot of troubles here. It's not that kind of place. And at least passively, that there are places like this in Japan that have like such an ancient and rich, unchanging culture and cultural history that, rampant organized crime just doesn't really exist. There are odd incidents here and there always will be. But as far as cities go, it's very different from even the slightly larger Shizuoka, where you are from, Musutafu general area, and a far cry from Tokyo. But it's pretty. You're down by the sea, and it's a very different kind of environment than the coast in Shizuoka Prefecture, where, it's all just curated municipal beach parks. This place is more primeval the closer you get to the water. There's something old here, something very old, and it survives. Yeah?
Grandmama.
Yeah.
But, wrong player character. But you're not here to stay in the city very long. You've taken the train, you've arrived at the station, and you were told to wait. A pro hero will come to get you and take you to Warden.
Okay.
Slip and slide.
You are met by a man who he's probably in his like early 30s, right? He seems a relatively plain, simple kind of guy. He's in like old school kind of traditional samurai garb, but it's not full body armor. It's not yoroi, right? He does have some like armor on his thighs, and on like one arm is like fully armored, but there's no breastplate. The other arm is bare, and he just has, you know, 2 swords strapped to his torso. And you see when he walks, he takes like exceptionally large strides, despite not being a man of great stature or physique. But he makes his way to you, very obviously like the only hero around, gives you just like a full, very formal bow. Hello. I was told that you are Ryoku Ito from UA.
I'm afraid I can't return the sentiment. And you are? She'll bow back, of course.
I am Hyujin. I am a local hero. No one of any particular renown, but I serve my purpose. My purpose today is to take you up to the abode of my master. Are you ready?
As I'll ever be.
Well, we're not far from my house where we could pick up my car and make our way up the hill. It would be very short. Or we can see the city, and you and I can take a bit of a walk from the station up the hill itself.
Is she particularly waiting on us, or is she not busy today?
Time is not a concern.
I'd like to see the city.
I'm glad you chose the walk. You guys get to go. It's lovely here. Everyone knows who this guy is, but like you could tell, he's just so laid back, and
He never has to do anything.
yeah, he is. He's a C-class, very simple hero. He reached out to you personally with an email because he's a samurai and he wanted to be warrior chums and kind of teach you like personal discipline, like, you know, martial and life discipline. Yeah, I know. Now you're saying you're a gambler.
You're like, no chance.
I know.
You
He got so
misread me,
excited.
buddy.
He saw a badass nationally famous teenager with a sword, and he was like,
Mine.
he's like, I can teach this kid. Finally. No. And besides, Hyujin's not old enough to be a master. Not yet. But he walks you through the streets, and he just kind of shows you the city. It's lovely here. And he asks you, have you ever been through Mie Prefecture before?
Probably haven't. Maybe like in passing, like traveling through to get somewhere else kind of deal, but never.
Do you
like,
head
doing
west
it.
very often? Like,
Unless the family has a reason to, not really, no.
probably not even. I doubt you've even been here like passing.
Yeah. I don't think so.
I figured as much. It's a beautiful place, and things here are simpler than they are in the big city. If you were to work here, I don't know what the specifics of such an arrangement would be, but there wouldn't be much crime for you to fight. There wouldn't be many problems to solve. But I don't think that's why my master has summoned you here. So,
I think the lack of those things leaves plenty of time to learn. I think that's the purpose.
I agree. Excitement. Who needs it? There's an old movie where a very wise warrior says, war does not make one great. And I'd like to live by that. What about you?
I'll kill the man. No, I'm kidding.
I'd like to quote the greatest war movie ever, Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Just gets out phone and
Yeah, I just put that in like the top 10 movies of all time.
Bro, Die Hard is the shit.
It's good.
It's my favorite Christmas movie.
Acceptable.
He's asking you, are you someone who chases excitement, who craves battle?
I would say chaos is often a ladder that I prefer to climb because I think it is a lot faster. But I don't think it's always the best way, and I think I often would rather rush headfirst into that than take a second to think about other options.
I think that's why you're here. Other options. She'll offer you the opportunity to slow down, to be a hero in other ways, to know more about yourself. I know, because I went through all of that when I was not much older than you. But she is very wise and very strict. Not in an overbearing way, but
Like a warden.
you know that when she scolds you for doing things improperly, it's because she wants to bring out the absolute potential.
I think my father used to say the same thing about my mother.
She can be motherly. He's quiet for a time and you guys just get to walk. You start to make your way up a hill that is like covered in this kind of rolling bamboo forest. Be diligent. You don't have to be careful or alert at all times. She is approachable, but I know that she means to test you. I think you could learn a great deal from her. I think many could. And when you present yourself to her, be authentic. She will respect you. She will not treat you like a child or someone who needs guidance. But be yourself, always. You find yourself in a kind of flat section where the hill opens up into like a terrace, basically. And there is a simple, just like single-story house there that is also surrounded by the bamboo. This is where I depart. I have patrol to get back to. But in the meantime, you will get to go meet the lady. Don't let her intimidate you. She doesn't mean to do it. It's her nature. And he leaves you. Goes springing down the hill, and you realize, like, it's not, he doesn't just take really long steps, like, it's his quirk. It has to be.
Oh, okay.
It's bouncy.
There's like a supernatural, like, way in which he steps.
It's like those moon shoes they used to advertise, where they're like the elastics and they're like.
Maybe.
My quirk is I have permanent moon shoes.
He's a great,
They're actually just super glued to my feet.
he's a great
I've made
spring in
horrible
his step,
mistakes.
and it's more obvious when he goes downhill. You realize, like, oh, he's bounding, and he's barely putting forth effort.
Oh yeah.
It's time for me to depart, and he just like pulls out his
I hated hearing him kill himself. Classic.
Hey guys, I found a way out.
Yeah, God.
There can only be
what if
one
your quirk-
apprentice.
Oh, he's graduated. He's
Back
fine.
to your
Good.
house if you die.
Yeah, but you just don't
You-
know anybody.
Attack on
You got the-
Titan
you got the-
season 2 shit.
I don't know, not about that. I'm thinking like Minecraft bed.
The front door.
I don't watch no
The front door is open, but the screen door is closed. But still, like, you can just enter the home. There is just this kind of low porch, and there is like a rocking chair out front, and you see many potted plants and such, and you can just enter the abode.
What if you took her to the wrong home?
The urge to knock one over. She's
fucking
like,
idiot.
no, can't.
No,
No. Be very bad.
you
Okay.
enter, and the house is empty, but the back door is also open. It's just like a sliding style door, and you see there is a woman in the garden in the back. She's stooped over her plants, digging with a trowel very carefully and diligently. she is older. You know, her hairs are all silver. But there is still like a vitality in her. And you see every motion is exactly enough. There is no wasted energy. And even in her age, she does not want for it. You can approach her. When she stands, discards the trowel and takes her hat off, she bows, just a short bow to you, and her eyes are like the deepest stormy gray you've ever seen. And if you look into them, the world around you literally begins to grow dark. But as soon as you look away, things are normal. She just gives you that one short bow. Welcome. I know you've come a long way to be here. I have a great deal I'd love to discuss with you. But first, join me. Have a seat. If you'd like any tea or anything small to eat, you are more than welcome to ask. I will be your host for the day. But in the meantime, she kind of takes a moment. Ito? Ryoku, what do you prefer?
Most people call me Ito, but I do prefer my first name.
Ryoku. What do you know about being a hero? In Tokyo,
Yo.
Hey, what's up? I'm there too.
Gang Orca's pitch
Not true.
Gang Orca's pitch is short and sweet. You arrive at his office. It's like an office building. It's very well organized. He has a lot of people literally doing like paperwork and stuff for him at all times. You see only like a couple sidekick looking people. But he sits you down like in an office. It's literally just an office building. Jesus. And he looks up over the desk at you and your tiny little bird form sitting in this little chair. Well, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, no, this is great.
Long have I desired the opportunity to train someone.
Fried chicken.
Long have I desired the opportunity to train someone with as much vigor and raw potential as yourself.
Oh,
Oh man, you can't say that.
Zhao Fei, I will be short and honest with you. We are both of a similar kind when it comes to heroes. We are direct, powerful, very physical. And the both of us have few powers to back up our fists when things get ugly. We have another tool we must rely on. You flourish and preen. You are brilliant. And I mean that in the physical sense. You are captivating to behold. And the people of Japan know it. Your enemies know it. But I want you to consider another angle. I want to teach you to use my weapon and the weapon of our enemy. I want to unlock the true potential of the fear you can create. Because I know while you may thrive on admiration, I see nothing more potent than a hero, a young hero, with brain and brawn in equal measure, and the ability to gain power tenfold from the terror of his enemies. I am known as one of the most intimidating heroes of my generation, and it's an image I have cultivated and worked hard for. It's not all just for show, all of this. It keeps me alive. Out in the field, I have a great deal of power and ability, but there have been situations where I knew direct confrontation was unwise, and it was only my ability to create fear that bought me the time and the space I needed. But enough from me. What do you think?
Honestly, Big Zhao kind of likes the idea. But I think I want to go in a different direction. I don't really want people to be afraid of me.
A balance could be found where civilians see you as a beacon of hope and evildoers see you as a harbinger of desolation, an icon of fear. That balance could be found. Think of All Might. His smile is hope for the masses, for the world, but his confidence is an unshakable aspect of terror for criminals. They see that smile and they know it's over. We see that smile and we know we are saved. You could be that if you wanted. But tell me more of what you want.
I give him a little run around with things. I won't take up too much time. We give the I'll think about it, get back to you later. But also I put up a poll in chat. They voted for Hawks, and so I gotta kind of do that.
Fair. Fair.
And I do want to clarify one thing as well. So kind of after these interviews, I send the letters to Gang Orca and to Power Man and them and being like, hey, I appreciate the hell out of it. You guys are awesome. But I've got some other offers and I'm going in a different direction, yada, yada. I'm not going to ghost these pro heroes. I'd feel terrible and not be good for me probably. With Crust, the 3 days a week, any days that I need is going to be my primary. And did he clarify, am I his only student? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. And then I'll take Hawks up on that month of hardcore weekends.
Yeah.
Like
excellent.
Absolutely. And it'd be really nice because if Hawks can make me fast over the course of the month, hopefully Miriko doesn't need me till after that, and I won't get left behind.
Miriko, there's no guarantee when she'll need you.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even know. It really is going to come down to chance.
Yeah, that's just fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I will officially sign for Crust.
Fantastic.
I'll do like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday kind of thing, right? So that way then I got the Monday, Friday as kind of break days. One day for study and one day for the gym. And then I hit out for training with Hawks and Tokuya.
Cool. All right.
And then if Crust is willing, after I'm done with Hawks' month, then switch over to the weekends with him, because those are the more fun times anyway. You know?
Fair. Gang Orca wanted to teach you to use hype to debuff enemies.
Yeah.
It would have been so cool.
It's cool.
But
Big Zhao is super into that, but I rolled opposing saves.
yeah.
Little Zhao won.
No. Good stuff. You have so many good options in front of you.
Yeah.
Especially just, I'm going to reach out the top 30. Fuck me, man. Great stuff.
Brilliant idea.
You went back to Yoroimusha. Not bad. You got your decision cemented. We're going to Crust. We're going to spend some time with Hawks. You, well, your choices are already made, but we are kind of figuring out the path we're going down and our worth to this organization.
How messed up this rabbit hole really goes.
Yeah.
Mirko?
I thought it, and I wasn't going to say it.
My favorite
You.
rabbit hole.
Stay away from me. You
I had
are going to
finish the
headshot, but you've met someone who wants to teach you to slow down. You've been moving so fast all your life. When we come back, we're going to finish your interview. You've been asked a very important question. What do you know about being a hero? You've had all the teachers with the big questions or try to provoke you to think. Everyone just wants this guy to throw punches and be scary and fly fast and look cool.
What the?
They just want him to do what they say and be useful. Him, just a weird little guy.
Fucking wild card.
But you
Just want me to stop, man.
have the very interesting choices ahead of you. So I hope you're ready and I hope you're going to have some fun with it. Guys, thanks for watching. This has been D20 House. We have Mad King on Wednesday night and we have Vast Horizons on Friday night. Please come check out both of the other streams. They're going to be great. But in the meantime, thank you everybody so much for watching. I know I had a great time. I hope all of you had a great time. But this has been D20 House. Over and out.